So we'll go ahead and start again with the whole process. But what's nice is with this technique you can add as many colors as you really want. And you can see that even though the white was mostly covered, you're going to see a lot of that white come out as you stretch out the cane. And it, again, forms the base. I think we'll do one more before we shut this video down. And it's mostly been a little hot in the work area, which is the garage, to work on the glass. One of the things that I found is the propane. So I use a oxygen propane mix, but if the propane gets too hot, it actually begins to separate, and you get all the oil that's put into the propane begins to separate out, and it begins to clog up all the jets in the torch, which is not the ideal way of running your torch, and it just means you have to take time to clean it out, which you do anyway. But when the oils are separating out and getting forced through by the pressure of the gas, it makes so you have to do that more often. So you're going to have a gather. It's cooled down, and so it's not quite so. Flatten it down again, flatten it so it's about the same length as the cane, same width as the cane. Flatten down the sides a little bit. And so once again we've got the kind of the paddle shape, about the same width as the cane. And back into add the gray. If you want more delicate stripes, you're going to add less of your secondary or tertiary colors. If you want big bold stripes, or if you want to make sure that you have as equal parts of your base color, then you're just going to add heavier lines of your alternate colors. The gray. And the lovely thing about working outside is occasionally you get moths who like to fly through and immolate themselves. You get this lovely smell. And we'll add the black. What's kind of nice is as you pull and draw the cane out, where the color, the secondary colors are thinner, the white will show through, and actually it helps shade the colors a bit. So instead of being a solid dark gray, you get a lighter gray. And it transitions into the darker, more solid colors, which is kind of nice looking. And we'll add the other white or punty. And attach. And then start melting everything into one gather. Together a little bit. Next step after doing all of the cane is to actually make the beads, which is pretty simple actually. Alright, a little hot, so we're going to take that back out, give it some time to cool down, and then we'll start twisting and drawing it out. This one worked a little better, get a little more uniform shape, uniform diameter. Get up the ends, get a little more out of it. Definitely something you kind of start to develop a feel for when it's going to be ready to draw and when you're just going to pull it too thin. Some twists to get those stripes. Next time, just cut. And again. And because we're looking at a pretty organic kind of shape, it's not such a big deal that they're not all uniform right now. Because that'll be part of the look of the bead. So that's just step one in doing the Damascus style beads that we will keep working on. Like I said, today is just making the cane, so I'm going to make probably another at least 2 or 3 more, because I'm going to be making about 24 beads or so, and so I'll need lots of these. Each of these canes can make probably about 4 beads, 5 beads, depending on size and shape. And so I want at least 4, maybe 5 to have most of what I need. And if I need any more, I can make one more as I go. So, hope you had